Ain't that cool? I made it to the Hot Springs Creek. I don't have no internet service out here. So there's the springs behind me. I'll give you a pan of the area. Now one here. There's a whole bunch of people at the campsite. That looks a little cleaner this year. It's all rock. There's a little bit of stuff in there. Not bad. It's about 95 here. The wind's blowing. About 95. At night, it's like 55. It's like 40 at night. There's the landscape. Everything hit some bumps. Everything is out there. It has flying ants and bees and mosquitoes. And it's the damn desert. But this is the road I'm on. And there's the other side. This is like out in the middle of nowhere. Like 50 miles from that town. There's a town that way, Hot Springs. 50, 60 miles that way. And then there's a town that way. 50, 60 miles. Last time I got lost in here, I had to stop a guy and say, "Hey, how do I get out of here?" Alright. There's something over that way. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to show you this marsh. And then I'm going to go swimming later on. Well, I'm going to go back to the camp and get in the shade and make lunch. And then I'm going to go to the springs. But you can see where I'm camping. There's no trees out here anywhere. It's the desert. I'm on this dirt road with a bunch of bumps. But there's nothing out here. But see those trees way back there? That's where the campsite is. They need to plant more trees. There's mountains there. Like I said, the nearest town is like 50, 60 miles away. But yeah, see the trees out there? Everybody grabs the shade. So last time I had trees on both sides for the morning sun and the afternoon sun, and this time there's a lot of people there, so they grabbed all the good spots. Yeah, you can see it better there. And then the hot springs is over that way. Oh. I come around this corner, you can see it. Yeah, this one guy stays out here year-round, gets paid for it. I don't know, how's he get his mail? Probably in the town. He goes to town maybe once a week or something for supplies. Coming up on the campsite. This nice campsite, I just wish they had more trees out here. But we're in the desert. There's no trees. You see this thing a mile away, that's the only place that has trees. Yeah, look at it. It's all that sagebrush, but brush. Yeah. It's all sticky, stickers. I don't know, I didn't go to that. I don't know what else would be out here. Or these people come in luxury. To slide out. Nice RVs and stuff. All the comforts of home. Yeah, I don't have all that. Be nice, but welcome to some campground. Oh. See, they got it all nice there. Oh well. Got my cup of coffee there. My coffee, the car's over here. There's the tent, and I had to move from over there. You could see the drag marks. I was in full sun. Last night I was sitting over there and it was like, I'm burning up. But the campsite's getting woke up.
There's the sun coming up over there. Well, it was nice and toasty last night in the tent. I put a sheet underneath there to cover up those holes with the vents and stuff. So it's kind of reminds me of Fort Bliss, Texas. It gets cold at night and you're sitting there waiting for that sun to come up. There's the inside of my tent. I got a couple candles in there, keep warm. But last night some birds were just chirping their butts off up here. Woke me up. Yeah, people are starting to move around over there. So, I don't know if I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm not really a breakfast guy. But there's the mountains. It's right over there, the hot springs right over there. And where you park your car, it's not too far from it, so. All right, everybody, you take care. Give me a couple more hours, I'll be able to get out of the jacket. Okay, ciao. Well, they got 3 bathrooms here. There's one there, there's one there, one on the other side of the campground. This here, I think, is water. I know there's one on the other side because I had a spot on the other side. It was nicer than this side. I get sun in the morning, and towards the afternoon it's kind of shady there. That's why I moved. But yeah, this is water. Some guy's got a pool out here. He filled it up. Yeah, see, at first I thought it was like a pump. But no, all you do is... Oh, this one don't work. Oh, there it goes. But I don't got no reception out here. Oh, they got a dump here too. That's for the RVs. Yeah, RV dump site. But I don't know what's out there. I might venture. I saw people going out that way. Maybe ask a couple people what's all around here. I know there's a bigger spot over there, the fish. But people got their boats out here and they're fishing. A couple more days. This is my first night. Those birds, though. Oh. All right, everybody. I want to show you the water station. I didn't know there was a dump site on this side. But, a lot of people come here just for the day and go back home. But there's a lot of people out here. I'll have to show you around the campsite. Go around and show it. Let's see what we got here. Got pork and beans. I got a couple cans of those. A Slim Jim. Oh, I went to the store and picked up some stuff. What I got here? Scrambled eggs. What else? Chicken and dumplings. These are called adventure meals. Beef stew. I might try that tonight. What else do I got in here? A pizza. I wonder how I'm gonna make that. I didn't bring no hot peppers. And an ice cream bar. And with all that, you need Tabasco. My coffee, my meals. I'm watching Bad Boys 2 right now, and it's still a little chilly. But yeah, I think I'll try the beef stew tonight. Scrambled eggs. These things last forever. Yeah, the beef stew. I got like a little camping kit. Well, actually, I got two. One for a little one and then one for 4 people. So, all right. I just want to show you what I was going to eat later. There's a jackrabbit there. You see him? He was closer. I tried to get my camera to take a picture of him, but he's pretty fast. I'm going to take you for a tour around the campsite. There's not a whole lot of shade out here. People snag it up. This is the best place right here. Got the trees right there. But that's the first to go. People are getting ready to go fishing and there's a good spot, but I don't feel like moving my tent right now. They just moved. They just took off a little while ago. This guy here stays out here. He's all set up, got TV and there's a water station here. That's why I camped last year. There's a shitter there. Somebody's over there. That's a nice spot. I wonder if that guy, look at this guy. He's got this RV. He's even got a patio on the back. Hey, how you doing? See, there's the pool. That's too good. And then there's people over here. They got a boat and they're out fishing right now, so. There's the mountains and everything, and we got another set up here. That's the bathroom I'm using. Let's cut across. There's my campsite. Well, right now I'm in the sun. In the morning I get some shade, and then I used my Jeep to shade it, but I'd rather have shade in the afternoon because that's when it's the hottest. So I'm gonna go check out this this fishing hole. I'll let you see it when I get there. Well, right now I'm at the boat launch. There's a bathroom there. Looks like all kinds of marsh there. I'm going to show you this here. Somebody's got something there. It looks like a caged thing. But this is where they put in. And then it's just, I don't know. I was thinking about bringing my kayak out here, but to fish in something that's blowed up. No. I'll be sinking out there. But here's a little pier. Looks grungy though. I wouldn't want to swim in that. There's some ducks out there, but looks like it gets kind of deep. Well, I don't know. It looks like about 5 feet. But that's where they go out. They go out over that way.
I don't see no cattails. And then I'll take you across the dam. There's a dam there. Show you that. And then, oh, look at there's like some chairs there, huh? Sit there and wait for them to come back. But one of them's in the marsh. No, see, I think going out there. You can see the water come from up there. I don't know how it gets here. I think it's an underground stream. A lot of flies out here. I saw some big old tadpoles, bullfrogs. I didn't hear no bullfrogs though. Oh, what's all over there? Let me look over there. There's something over here. Oh, it looks like where it's coming from the hot springs. I don't know what that is. Looks like some kind of channel or something. Let me look in there. Yeah, because the water's coming this way if you can see it. I'm heading back and make me lunch. I'll go on the other side of the tree. Here's I don't know what lake they call that. I guess there's good fishing in there. I'll cut my trip short a little bit. It was blowing me the hell out of there. I guess the wind advisory, you could see how windy it is there. And everything was just caked in dirt. The tent was full of dust. There's no way out of it. The only other way is like to have an RV and lock yourself in there, wait for the dust storm to subside. But they said it was supposed to go for a couple of days, and I said, no, I'm done. I just kind of like threw everything in the car, and I'll clean it up later. But yeah, that looks cool there. Now to find my way out of here. Last time I took a wrong turn. There's the other side of the marsh. Yeah, it was windy as hell. My tent over, a couple of tents blew away, and I said, screw this. I saw it come back again. Alright. Well, I wish I would have stayed another 2 days, but I can't deal with this wind. Out in the middle of the desert, where can you hide? See, I told you there was aliens here. There's one crashed.